What is up, guys? My name's Snikanick. um, this is Snikanick news. So a lot has happened, as you can see. As you get enjoy this amazing view of beans as we have it. I'm going to do some stuff real quick, and yeah. Hold on. Enjoy this amazing picture of beans. Oh man, do we have a doozy for you guys today? Oh man, do we have a doozy? Oh man. So today I'm gonna these few hours I'm gonna take it down a rabbit hole of, unfortunately, we're gonna have to talk about it. Ice. We're gonna have to talk about ice, unfortunately, especially the history of ice, anyways, and along with just getting to the bottom of the barrel. I'm gonna talk about a lot about the beans, because as you may know, beans make you fart, along with make you shit. Okay, beans make you shit, and that's what I have for you. Is a whole lot of beans. Beans equals shit. Okay. So when I say beans, it means shit. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. So what is ice? Okay, what is ice, and when? So when our first question that we're gonna ask is, what is ice? The second question is, when was it formed? When was ice formed? Who? Like, when was it made? What was the origin of it? Who were the first presidents to use ice, and who used it the worst? And then after that, we're gonna go down a deep dive rabbit hole down the beans section of the last couple weeks of what happened with ice. The top stories are the Black Panther Party joined in the fight against ICE, in the immigration. But yeah, let me just hold up. No, I don't want that. Come on. There we go. We're gonna look at that one. We're gonna look at this one, okay? As hold on, control. Let me just zoom in on this glorious person. There we go. This glorious beans. Yeah, I know my hair looks looks a little greasy, but That's because I haven't showered in a couple days. Unfortunately, I'm terribly sorry. Sleepy. Sleep is not has not been very nice to me. Oh, 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 oh. So um, things have been crazy, as you may know. Um, um, sorry, excuse my heavy breathing. I just ate a lot of food. I've overengorged myself, like this dude here with the amazing beans. Okay, I may have engorged myself a little bit with a lot of food. Okay, yeah, depression be fucking crazy. Sorry for the language. Depression be crazy. Depression eating is crazy. It is really crazy. But as I was saying, yeah, as I was saying, um, let's get it. Let's get to it. I'm gonna save this dude. I'm gonna save this guy for when things get a little too much. Okay, so let's go. What is ice? What is ice? So ICE stands for U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, a federal law enforcement agency within the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, also known as DHS, responsible for enforcing immigration and custom laws, investigating transnational threats, and maintaining border security. Created after 9/11, ICE handles immigration enforcement within the U.S. They also go a little deeper with the with these as well. And the key functions: immigration enforcement, homeland security. Sorry. I actually drank so much caffeine to the point where my body is slowly deteriorating. Actually, I drank about 400 milligrams of caffeine earlier today, and my body is finally going through its crash state. I'm gonna be yawning like crazy throughout this whole video, unfortunately. Because I decided to drink a little too much Celsius. I think I drank about 4 Celsius before I was stopped. They stopped me from drinking the Celsius, man. Why? Why they make me stop? Dude, I would have been 6 deep if they didn't let me stop. Hold on. There's a scar on my head, I think. Alright, hold on. So, key functions of ICE, as we may know: interior enforcement, workplace operations, and detention, deportation. Alright. As we got done with that, let's go to our beans, because we need some beans right now. Alright, when was ICE formed? March 2003, United States. Founded. Alright, let's go. Alright, cool. When did ice. Oh, okay. When was ice created and why? Was created by the Homeland Security Act of which was passed after 9/11. So, Homeland Security Act. Oh, okay, okay. I'm starting to get it. No, not that one. Okay, I'm starting to get it now. I'm starting to understand here. Hold on, let me get some water real quick. Alright, I got my water. I got my water. Don't worry, guys. It's Italy. It's water. Don't worry, it's water. It's water. Don't stress you guys out too much. Alright, let's get back to it. So ICE was founded on March 2003 in the United States. Alright. That's when it was created. After the Act of Homeland Security Act of 2002, which was passed after 9/11, which unfortunately was a very sad event in U.S. history. Very, very sad and unfortunate. But so what president used what president started ICE? Ugh. Ugh. Okay, it was created by George W. Bush as a part. Okay. So we're gonna get a repeat of this. Unfortunately, we're gonna get a repeat. Let's go. What president there we go. That's the one I needed. That's the spicy meatball. So, based on the provided search results regarding the use of ice, Barack Obama, referred to as the deporter in chief by the critics and Obama administration, logged more than 3.1 million deportations through ICE, peaking in fiscal year of 2012. His administration used ICE for targeted enforcement, including raids and the Secure Communities Program, which sometimes included collateral arrests. Sorry. George W. Bush, who actually created ICE in 2003 under the Bush administration in response to 9/11, the Bush administration initiated increased workplace raids to boost deportations, including a major 2008 operation in Postville, Iowa. And then Joe Biden. Former President Joe Biden, the Biden administration has utilized ICE to enforce immigration priorities with policies that have, at times, returned to an Obama-like framework, focusing on national security and public safety threats. And then President Donald Trump. The Trump administration utilized ICE for a more widespread, less targeted approach, aiming for increased interior enforcement and a mass deportation campaign. This included expanding operations to locations like courthouses. Okay, so of course there's only makes sense why there's only 3 presidents to have only used them, because it's only been like 24 years since then, you know what I'm saying? So there's that going on, you know. So as you can see, we are all getting educated here. We are all getting educated, because that's what I focus on, educating. Okay, I don't influence. I don't of course I motivate people get up off the ass and just start doing stuff. But my main goal in these episodes of Snikanick News is to educate. It's to educate. Okay? That's what we're here for. Now, with this being said, okay, we can kind of get an understanding of where I'm going with this. Okay? Sure, things are getting a little hectic now, but if you look at the history of things, it isn't as bad as you think. It's just people are seeing as Orange Man bad, in which this guy right here actually has the name. Hold on, let me highlight the whole thing. Barack Obama often referred to as the deporter in chief. Now, see, not a lot of people get that name, so to say, you know. If you haven't done these kind of things, you know, it's quite insane, really. It's quite insane, you know. It's water. It's water. It is water. So, and now we're gonna go through more beans. We need bean time. We need a bean time. It also, bean time here helps me kind of like focus or say the right words so I don't get in trouble or offend the wrong people. Because I'm not here to choose sides. I'm not here to give you a one-sided truth. I'm here to give you guys an understanding and education on ice and what the fuck has been going on. Because honestly, it's been beans. It's been beans. Beans. Beans, beans, beans. It's been beans. Hold on, I gotta... There we go. She's been crazy, man. She's been crazy. I can't eat that much. Goddamn. Depression is a motherfucker. That's what I can tell you guys. Now, time to do the real gotta wash your hands, because my hands are clean. I'm fully clean in this whole scenario, okay? Now, what? Holy shit. Won't you look at that? Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Oh my god. Won't you look at that? The cat is out the bag. The cat is out the bag. I'm sorry. I got a little too excited. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to start yawning. Hold on. Bean time. Bean time. Bean time. Bean time. Bean time. Bean time. Based on data regarding immigration enforcement, former President Barack Obama used ICE for removals more than any other president in U.S. history. Deporter-in-chief using during his two terms, 2009 to 2017, the Obama administration removed over 3 million people through immigration orders. Record highs. Fiscal years of 2009 2016 saw more than 2.7 million deportations, exceeding the totals of previous administrations. Comparison to others. The Obama administration deported more people than the sum of all 20th century presidents. In comparison, the first term of the Trump administration, 2017 to 2021, saw fewer than 932,000 deportations, and George W. Bush administration saw just over 2 million. Now, isn't that a motherfucker? Isn't that a thing? That's pretty insane. Now, is it wrong to split up families and do all that? No. But also, why did I get married? That's hilarious. Why is that there? There's a second one? What the fuck? Okay. Why did a chicken cross the road? That's the other one. That's funny as hell. Why did Obama I need a water for this one. Former President Barack Obama utilized U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, aka ICE, to enforce federal immigration laws, focusing on a strategy that prioritized the deportation of convicted criminals, and recent border crossers over long-term, non-criminal, undocumented residents. So he was talking about illegal immigrants that are coming over, seeking asylum, but not going through the parts of asylum. You know, like they'll come here, say that they're seeking asylum, but not actually go through the proper channels and paperwork to seek asylum. And they'll just say that they're seeking asylum, but you know they're not going through the right channels to actually do that. So that's the other part, you know. Kind of basically lying. That basically is what they're doing. They're lying. This approach aimed to maximize limited enforcement resources, leading to record-breaking deportation numbers early in his term, which earned him the nickname Deporter-in-Chief from some critics. Key reasons for the Obama administration's use of ICE included. I know I'm using AI here, but I really don't want to go through any more that I have to, because there's so much. Like they're probably using all of these, you know. Like, see, there's this one, like this, and then there's Ask a Liberal, I mean, you could probably do some Reddit as well to kind of get a broad spectrum. You know, like, unless it goes Orange Man bad, Orange Man is a racist, child toucher, fiddler, which I don't know. I don't know. Which could be true, it could not be true. I'm not saying he isn't, and I'm not saying he is. I can't say for sure. But I do know is I don't like Joe Biden very much. Former President Joe Biden. Sorry, I gotta honor the title because his known things on camera to be sniffing children. Like, you know how weird that is? You know how fucking weird that is to be sniffing children? Fucking child sniffer. That's what he is. Sorry. I should not let my bias destroy this, okay? Now, as you guys may have been reading this while listening to me, I'm gonna read a bunch more because I'm getting a little tired, unfortunately. Dude, it's only been almost 32 minutes. Holy fuck. There you go. There. You can guys read that. I give you guys about 20 seconds. Starting now. Alright. I gave you guys a lot more to read. That was a minute, actually. Hold on. Sorry, I'm a very slow person. Now, time for the Reddit. Leave me alone. Ask a liberal. Why are liberals against Trump utilizing ICE when Barack Obama called the immigration system broken? Obama has proposed such ideas. Obama certainly did not propose deporting people to countries that they have never been to, deporting people to countries they who be permanently housed in a concentration camp. What? See, hold on. Okay, hold up. What? Come on. Why'd you remove this? Come on. Using ICE. Well, so that's a personal opinion right there. Now that's a personal opinion. Control V. Although Control C. Control V. But why? But why? Let's go to AI mode because I don't know how to reword it. In 2026, the arrest or removal from citizenship ceremonies and immigration appointments is primarily driven by new federal directives to prioritize national security, screening, and crackdown on immigration violations. A December 2025 mandate instructed USCIS to halt applications and ceremonies for nationals from 19 high-risk countries, including Haiti, Afghan, and Cuba. This pause allows for maximum vetting and screening following national security concerns. Out-of-status violations. ICE agents have used stationed at offices to arrest individuals who are technically out of status. Out of status, mind you. Hold on. We can even let's after reading all this, let's check the AI's background. Let's do the Carfax after this, okay? Please don't attack me. Please do not attack me. We are getting to the bottom of it. Basically, people are still on here on expired visas. Basically, this is basically what it is. Expired visas, such as those with overstayed visas, even if they're attending interviews to legalize their status through marriage or other legal pathways. Discovery of fraud or criminal history. ICE uses digital databases to identify individuals who may have committed crimes or provided false information on prior applications. If these discrepancies are flagged during the final naturalization review, agents may arrest the individual before the oath is administered. Yeah. You guys can read that. And then now, let's do yeah, look at that. No, that is a lot of background. We go military, national immigration. There's that one. Time Magazine, ABC News, Erickson Immigration Group. Dude, AI really pull out the stops. So we can scratch that as a. I mean, it's correct, but like within reason. Revoking the visas, including green cards of any speak against them. What? Hold up. Okay, let's look at that lady later. Prioritizing. And then we're gonna look at that one later. So as you can see, that's already done. There we go. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. There we go. That is why. That is why. Right here. Read that right there. U.S. visa revocation occurs due to criminal activity like DUIs, status violations, unauthorized work, overstaying, fraud, misrepresentation in the application, security risk, or no longer qualifying for the visa category. As example, failing student program requirements. That's just a highlight. And then these are also common reasons for revocations. So like, hey man, we're all doing our homework today. We are all doing our homework today. Oh man, this is glorious. Whew. And then let's do that one as well. So deporting individuals to countries where they face conditions equivalent to concentration camps involves complex legal and human rights issues, particularly regarding international non-refoulement obligations, such as actions will likely violate prohibitions against torture and cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment. U.S. law also strictly limits sending citizens to foreign prisons. Hold on. Let's do. beans. I really just ate a whole lot of beans. This. How long? Concerns have been raised by human rights organizations and UN experts that Trump administration's third country deportation policy sends migrants to nations where they face a substantial risk of harm, unlawful imprisonment, and faculties like El Salvador's notorious mega prison, or placement in dangerous conflict-ridden areas. Dude, I ate so much. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be out of it. Third country deportations. U.S. law allows DHS to deport non-citizens to countries other than their origin if returning home is impractical, inadvisable, or impossible. The current administration has expanded this practice significantly, making deals with countries like El Salvador, South Sudan. I'm not going to try that one. Panama and Uganda to accept deportees, often in exchange for financial incentives or under diplomatic pressure. Guantanamo Bay. Oh, that's in Cuba. I remember Guantanamo Bay. That's crazy. That is insane. All right. That's a valid one. I mean, that probably isn't that one. Mm. Okay, but like, I like how a lot of these people sound like lawyers. Some of them people will probably take like 1/5 of a freaking. Just read like the top part, which I was actually doing earlier. So don't don't yell at me. I'm sorry, because it is broken. Oh, these are all okay. To liberal states. Well, I mean, come on, we already went over this part. We already went over this part. This part isn't true. This part isn't true. We all went over it. She was blocking the way. She was impeding traffic. She was doing it on purpose. We all got the fucking. We all saw. We all saw. This is a whole lot of beans. This is a whole lot of beans, okay? Known as shit. It's a whole lot of shit, is what it is. Um. So, if a bunch of illegal immigrants were committing fraud, committing daycare fraud, mind you, daycare fraud, you want to get a good crackdown on that, wouldn't you? Not only that, but Minnesota itself, if I remember correctly, is a sanctuary state. Minnesota is sanctuary. Immigration. Okay, there you go. Minnesota is a sanctuary state. That is why a lot of illegal immigrants, known as Somalis and Mexicans and all the other people here, are here in Minnesota because of the sanctuary state policies. You know, and unfortunately, it also led to a lot of, as you may guess it, fraud. Fraud is bad. Hold up.
Minnesota's child care program, a woman.
Fraud is bad.
Here's one of the providers speaking out about the fund freezing at an event today. Take a listen.
If childcare is cut, I'm unable to work or go to school. I understand fraud is bad.
Fraud is bad. She understands fraud is bad. So when people come to when people come to the U.S., okay, now I'm gonna get very serious here. When people, so let me get personal here, right? When someone comes over, right, comes to your place, comes to your crib, comes to your house, your place, you know. As you may know, you have an open door, right? You let anybody come in, right? Because, you know, everybody needs a helping hand sometimes. But when this person comes in, right, ask you for money, which you happily oblige, you know, like, you know, this person might need help. But also this person proceeds to use that money to go buy drugs instead. Not only that, but lies about it, asks for more, and proceeds to throw shit at your wall and piss in your fucking bed. Okay? That's basically what they're doing. They take a beautiful state like Minnesota that I live in, right? And they proceed to piss in the bed and shit on the walls is what is happening, okay? Let's be real for a second. I'm going to get real fucking conservative here. This is what some illegal immigrants are doing. Some illegal criminal people, I might add, are basically coming in, taking our sanctuary state for granted, and proceeding to shit on the walls and piss in the bed. Fucking clip that if you want to. Clip it, make it go viral, please. And oh my god, please. Make it go viral. Make me go famous for this very saying. What would you do in that scenario if someone comes into your place, asks you for money, and you, with your kind-hearted, in good faith, gives it to them, let's say like $100 or something, to help them out get up back on their feet, give them clothes and a place to sleep, just for them to shit on your walls and piss in your bed. What would you do? What would you do? I ask you, what would you do in that scenario? Because that is what this is happening to Minnesota, in which I live in. That's what fraud is going on. That's what's going on. And unfortunately, there are a bunch of people not happy about it. So that's why we're getting rid of them. The ones that are doing that. See, the great state of Minnesota, it's fucked. But unfortunately, and there's people protesting against it. People that are protesting against that happening. Like, how do you protest people that do that? Like, the people that are coming in to get rid of those bad people, they're people, ICE are coming in to get rid of those bad people. Unfortunately, a lot of citizens are gonna get deported or get detained, I should say, not deported, get detained, because unfortunately, a lot of us do look similar. Like my native brothers and cousins that are down in Minneapolis. Unfortunately, some of us were detained. A lot of Native Americans were detained. About 9 of them, I think. 4 of them were homeless, and 5 of them were actually working at I forgot what it was called. Hold on. Okay, hold on. It's not that one. Yeah, 5 Native Americans detained by ICE during ongoing raids under a bridge near Little Earth. Agents detained 4 Native American men, all citizens of the Oglala tribe. Now, thing is, what were they doing on the reservation? Don't they know where reservations lie? Don't they know where they are? That's pretty insane, though. Unfortunately, this is very unfortunate. That a lot of us have been, no. All right, let's go back to this one. No, what he's doing is he's fighting the fraud. Let's that one is beans, a whole lot of beans. What's First of all, those 32 count felons actually was actually a completely different thing. That's funny though. If I remember correctly, the 32 count felon was actually a was a mishandling of bookkeeping. Basically, what that was. What kind of projection is that? Come on. Please stop giving out fucking insults. Give us actual real evidence with a bookmark. Please. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading this all in silent. It's just a lot because like they're not helping. They're not helping. The only person that actually like that's because fucking ICE isn't a normal organization. It is legit. It's a federal institution, not a fucking. They have different laws and training, along with the similar laws and training of regular police person, but also it's completely different. They have different laws and jurisdictions than your normal. It's basically the fucking Secret Service. Basically, is what they are. Just basically a bunch of Secret Service people, or not Secret Service, but they're like, I don't know how to fucking describe it, but yeah. Okay, a lot of these people are not really smart. Okay. I'm sorry. All of these people are not really smart. They don't have proper evidence to support their claims because I've actually rebuked some of them. Most of them actually. Except for this one. This one's actually problematic. This one is severely problematic. Now off to the other side, because honestly, I don't know if I have enough willpower to keep going because I am awfully full and I really need a nap, and I really want to go lay down because that's how uncomfortably full I am. Like I am very full. Like my stomach feels like it's about to explode, and I'm getting very tired. So I'm gonna end it off with a bang. 2 bangs actually. Black Panther Party. Black Panther. As we read, in January 2026, the group identifying as the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense has mobilized in Minneapolis, engaging in open carry demonstrations, providing security for immigrant communities, and protesting federal immigration policies, led by individuals like National Chairman Paul Birdsong. They're protesting against ICE agents, with weekly demonstrations reported. And this is what the Black Panther looks like. Oh, not that one, but the recent ones. There we go. There's one of them. And there's another one. That one's actually an old one, but there's that one. I don't know why the hell she has her arm out. That's her left arm. I don't know what that means. She's a Nazi. I'm joking. That's a joke. Oh yeah, Black Panthers. Black Panthers in Minneapolis. Yo, what is up, Dakota? What is good? What is good? Unfortunately, you're meeting in the last half hour. You're gonna have to go to the back. You're gonna have to go to the beginning. But yo, what's good? What's happening? So Black Panther Party is in Minneapolis to help fight against ICE. There's a lot of backlash as well along with it. Yo, cousin, what's good? I'm here to educate on both sides. I'm here to educate. I'm taking no sides except for the truth. I've been doing a lot of stuff. So, the Black Panther Party was mobilized after the unfortunate shooting that happened to Renee Good. As we both know, they are both guilty and innocent at the same time. Both shooter is guilty. The shooter is both guilty. Oh, where am I? I'm at home. The shooter is both guilty and innocent at the same time, along with the driver of Renee Good. She's also both innocent and guilty. And with that being said is, it was in the moments of it was in the heat of the moment. You know, tensions were high, there was screaming, and of course, as you may have seen, the body, the body video, the body cam video, was that the wife was telling her to drive. Where? I don't know. Oh, whoa. Ah! There was both the body cam footage that came out showing that the wife was telling the Renee Good's wife was telling her to drive. The wife was telling her to drive. And unfortunately, in that moment, the car did hit the officer who was standing in the way, which a lot of people were saying that he was, hold on, what was it? Police officers in the training are instructed to not stand in the way of motorized vehicles. Now, why was he standing in the way? I don't know. Why was he standing in front of the car? We do not know. But unfortunately, he was in the car. Seemed in his POV was going towards him. He didn't see the wheels. He saw that the car was going towards in his general direction. And in his point of view, in his way of self-defense, was to put down said threat. Now, unfortunately, from the other POV, what we got was from the wheels, from the side POV, was that she was turning away from him. Now, he didn't see that. What he saw was big-ass metal car going towards him. So, there is that. And unfortunately, a life was lost due to the actions of Renee's Good's wife telling her to drive in a moment of panic because tensions were high, people were screaming. Not only that, but also Renee Good was told to get out of her car, along with the fact that Renee Good was protesting in the middle of the streets, making her car in the way, impeding traffic. Now, that in itself is a violation and in the means is arrestable by that action, because in that law, hold on, impeding traffic there we go, right here. In Minnesota, it is legal under MN statute 169.15 to drive a motor vehicle so slowly that it blocks or impedes the normal, reasonable flow of traffic. And unfortunately, that's the video that we got. She was purposely impeding traffic, as you guys saw in both pictures and videos. On all three videos, she was protesting and impeding the traffic. Now, I understand that if she was on her feet, that she would be able to get out of the way. But why was she there? We do not know. Why were the ICE agents there? Probably just driving along. I don't know. But also, what I've also gathered is that there was also a organization against ICE that all have radios, per se. Hold on, that's another rabbit hole we're going down. What is it? It's called Anti-ICE Organization. Not near me. Immigrant Defense Projects. Join the movement. See, abolish ICE. There's all these key organizations. DWN, a national coalition focused on ending immigration detention, running campaigns like communities, not cages. But then again, if you remembered former President Barack Obama, the deporter in chief, had a lot more cages than what this guy has. Was it 3.1 million? Yeah, there we go. Let's see. There we go. That's the one. There we go. See, this is what I mean. I do my research. I'm doing the research with you guys. Woohoo! Now, unfortunately, I may be seen as a very bad person at this time, but unfortunately, the evidence is irrefutable. Irrefutable. I think. Basically, it can't be inarguable because evidence is right here. Also, I think there's a bunch of people. I don't know how to research. I don't know the right words to put because I don't want to make it too long, and because I know what Google likes to do. It takes bits and pieces. It takes organizations, and it just separates everything together. But hold on. A lot of people are comparing this to Nazi Germany and hiding illegal immigrants in their houses, which is crazy enough. I don't know why people would do that. That's pretty crazy. let's see. Oh yeah. Also, I'm gonna end it off with this one. This one is pretty crazy. 5. Yeah, I'll share it. This is live. This live. Yeah, this is live. 5-year-old sprayed with tear gas? Now let's see. Based on recent reports from January 2026, there are multiple distinct and highly concerning incidents involving children and tear gas chemical irritants during U.S. immigration and custom enforcement, known as ICE, operations in Minnesota and Illinois. Minneapolis incidents in January 2026. The incident: a Minnesota couple, Sean and Destiny Jackson, reported that ICE agents deployed tear gas and flashbangs directly around their vehicle in North Minneapolis while they were trying to leave a protest area with their 6 children, aged 6 months to 11 years. Health impact of the vehicle filled with gas, causing the children to gasp for air. The couple's 6-month-old infant stopped breathing, lost consciousness, and required mouth-to-mouth resuscitation and CPR from his mother. Hospitalization: 3 of the children, including the infant, were taken to the hospital by ambulance. Context: the family stated they were not protesting, but were caught in the clash while driving home. The DHS stated agents were responding to a hostile crowd. Oh yeah, that's right. Columbia Heights incident, January 2026. The incident: 5-year-old boy was detained by federal agents in a driveway in Columbia Heights, Minnesota, after they apprehended his father. Bait allegations. What? Bait allegations. School district officials reported that agents used the 5-year-old as bait to draw out other family members, directing him to knock on the door of his home. Outcome: the boy and his father were reportedly sent to Texas. Chicago incidents, November 2025 through January 2026. Chicago incidents. Let's see. Hold on. There's too much reading. Yo, what's good? What's happening? What is happening? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see that. Come on. I need more. Come on. There we go. See, CNN itself isn't a very good source in itself, but I know a couple more. I needed more than just CNN. actually, funny enough, so with this story that I've also heard, another side was that the father saw the father saw ice, like saw the agents, and he dipped out. And so what the agents had to do was like stay with the child to like stay there, you know. All right, let me show my beans. This is my beans at the old casino. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing at the casino? Let me show my beans. Let me show my beans. These are my beans. Okay, this is when a lot of shit is being said, and also a lot of things are being done. A lot of shit. This is the beans. When I say beans, it means shit. You know, that's what it means. That's what it means. I also need to take 5 real quick. Whew. I need to breathe. I need to breathe. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. I took a nice fart. That's him. Who's him? Also, guys, hold on. I gotta show you guys my new merch. Hold up. I gotta show you guys my merch. Link's in the bio. Link is in the bio. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta show my amazing merch. So I got some beautiful clothes. Beautiful. Got some great colors. Beautiful colors. Isn't that great? That's beautiful, isn't it? We got some long sleeve as well. Long sleeve shirts as well. That's more great shirts. I think these are Gildan. Got some great sweaters. That one is pretty good. I like that one. I have one of these ones. Doesn't that look great? Look at that. I have this one. I have that one. That one's great. I love this one. Not only that, but also, we also got jackets. We got winter jackets, boys. We got winter jackets. Look how great that looks. Oh, man. I would want that one. As you guys can see, my favorite color is blue. Not only that, but also, we even got hats. Look at that, we got this one. We even got bags. Bags as well. So we got duffel bags, backpack. Got a satchel. Satchels are a pretty good one. I really like those ones. But anyway, yeah, that's my store. Go to my store. Link is in the bio. Please buy some merch. Help me out a lot. I get $5 per item. Let's say, yeah, I get about $5 from each purchase. That helped me out a lot. Helped me quit my job. But yeah, the one who was eating. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, that was me. That was me that was eating earlier. It was him that was eating the beans. Look. Big bowl of beans. That was my big bowl of beans. So this is my big bowl of beans. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. So what I've read somewhere else that I don't know how to look up because I'm honestly, guys, I'm kind of retarded. Okay. So what I've read somewhere was that the father of the child, the 5-year-old child, saw the police and he ran. He abandoned his child in the process of the ICE agents. Now, hold on. New reports. New. Yep, merch. Merch. I got merch. See, there we go. There we go. See, look at that. Sorry. I got a little too excited there. Based on reports from January 20. Today, I might add you, January 2022, Department of Homeland Security, DHS, are disputing claims that they targeted a 5-year-old child in Minnesota, alleging instead that the father abandoned his son while fleeing agents. The claim, school officials in Columbia Heights, Minnesota, reported that 5-year-old Liam something Ramos, I don't know how to say that middle name, was detained by ICE agents in his driveway on January 20th, shortly after returning from preschool. Some reports initially suggest the child was used as bait to get others to come out of the house. The abandoned claim. DHS stated that agents were conducting an operation to arrest the father, Adrian Alexander Conhano, I don't know how to Arias, an Ecuadorian national. DHS alleges that as agents approached the vehicle, the father fled on foot, abandoning his child in the running vehicle. There you go. Outcome, ICE officials stated that for the child's safety, they remained with him until the father was apprehended. The father and the son were subsequently taken into custody and transported to a family detention facility in Dilley, Texas. There we go. WAG. What does that mean? What do you mean by wag? I'm out. I'm out of water. This is a whole lot of beans. Oh, this is a whole lot of beans. Some nice merch. Oh yeah, by the way, we got champions. We got champions. By the way, we got champions. We got champion pants. Let's see. But yeah, I think that's all I had for this last few weeks. There's a lot more, but I don't remember, and I forgot to write them down of what my plan was. But no, I just wanted to talk about ice, which is pretty insane, really. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys learned something. If I've done something wrong or offended anybody, unfortunately, this is the truth. This is the truth. I'm here to educate. Cousin, nephew, auntie, son. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And also, let me know if I needed correction. But anyway, love you guys. Deuces.